Hello guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good evening. So today, 2 January 2024, I would like to share a video about supercapacitor. So this video, I would like to highlight about the difference between 3 electrode system and 2 electrode system in supercapacitor. So basically, when we are dealing with supercapacitor, so we need to know our system before we are dealing with the experiment, whether we want to run our experiment in 3 electrode system or 2 electrode system. So when we going to study a new material or a new composite, so we are advised to go for 3 electrode system first. So what is 3 electrode system? So 3 electrode system normally consists of working electrode, which is your active material, either with substrate or freestanding material. And number 2 is your reference electrode. Normally people are using silver chloride, or you can use saturated calomel electrode, mercury electrode, Ag plus, or silver wire. Also whatever you have in your lab, in your budget and so on, you can use as a reference electrode. And number 3 in 3 electrode system is your counter electrode. Normally we are using platinum wire. Okay, that's on 3 electrode system. So the electrochemical analysis consists of EIS to measure the impedance, so the resistance of your material, and you should have the cyclic voltammetry and also galvanostatic charge discharge. For cyclic voltammetry CV, where you need to put the value of voltage and you want to measure the amount of current your electrode capable to give a response. And for galvanostatic charge discharge GCD, where you put a constant on the potential window and observe the amount of time needed to achieve that potential window, which is charging, and also the amount of time for the electrode to discharge all the voltage. Okay, that is important. So by talking about CV in 3 electrode system, normally we are seeing the behavior of your electrode, the shape of your electrode, whether it's follow the EDLC behavior, pseudo-capacitive behavior, or battery type behavior. If it's follow EDLC or pseudo-capacitive behavior, you can double confirm it by running the Transati method. If it's follow battery type behavior, you can confirm using Dunn method, where you can measure the B value, you can measure the diffusion contribution, either is follow largely on the redox behavior or largely on the capacitive behavior. So depend on your material. That's why we are saying that 3 electrode system, normally we observe the behavior of the electrode. Okay, so some of you might wonder why we don't measure stability test for 3 electrode system. So if you read some journal, maybe 1 or 2%, maybe 5% out of 100% measure the stability test at 3 electrode system. Actually it is not recommended. It can be done but not recommended, because actually in real life, when we are talking about real life, we shift from 3 electrode system to 2 electrode system because it mimics a real device application. So it's important for that. So that's why most of the 3 electrode system, the analysis only consists of EIS, CV, and also GCD. That's all. Okay, enough with 3 electrode system. Let's jump to 2 electrode system. When talking about 2 electrode system, what comes into mind is either you are doing symmetrical supercapacitor, and also the other one is asymmetric supercapacitor. For symmetrical supercapacitor, you have your active material and you have the other identical active material. You put together and make a device where the only difference here is you don't have your reference and also counter. You have your working electrode, identically 2 electrodes sandwiched together. And the only difference, 2 electrode versus the 3 electrode. 3 electrode, you have infinity amount of electrolyte because you submerge your electrode on the electrolyte. But in 3 electrode system, your electrolyte is limited. So that's why when you measure the amount of specific capacity or capacitance of your material, it might be a little bit drop compared to 3 electrode system. So back to 2 electrode system. So we are saying that about symmetrical, you should have identical electrodes sandwiched together. In the middle, you have separator and also electrolyte, either in aqueous or in gel condition. Okay, the other things apart from the symmetrical, we have asymmetric supercapacitor, where you have your active material, but the other electrode is different kind of material. For example, you study about positive electrode, where you are using, for example, is material that give positive response, where it belong to the positive electrode. For example, metal oxide or bimetallic metal, it belong to the positive electrode. Then the other one, to make a symmetric supercapacitor, you need to have a material that capable to give the current response as negative potential window. For example, carbon-based material, graphene oxide, reduced graphene oxide, even some of the magazine, and even you have a lot of carbon-based material have current response at negative potential. So when we combine our main material at positive potential and the material at negative potential together, is become an asymmetric supercapacitor. That's 2 electrode system. In terms of analysis, it's the same. You can study about CV, GCD, and also in EIS. In addition to that, you can study about the stability, because 2 electrode system already mimics the real application. You have a positive and also negative electron. It mimics the real application. That's why we study the stability test at 2 electrode system. I think that's a short introduction and difference between 3 electrode system and 2 electrode system. I think that's all. Okay, see you again. Bye.